Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. I'm going to do two things in one in this video. Number one, we're on Bantha Skuml here because he's dropped some images, Bantha Skuml. Surprising really, we've not had official images of Vader because there's a couple of reviews out. There's the Kiwi guy, new channel I've found, and there's Tim, who has Bosk's Bounty to the layperson. He has made a video now of a review of this Vader, which is fantastic. But I want to talk about episode, what is it, 5 now, of Kenobi, which I thoroughly enjoyed, except for one little thing at the very end. I really didn't like that last thing that was happening, but I will talk about that in a minute. So if you don't want to hear about that, don't be watching this video, or I'll mention. Well, I'll give you another warning. What the hell am I doing now? Hang on a minute. What the hell's that? Anyway, back on Bantha Skuml. Anyway, so I just want to. What I don't even have a plan here. What am I going to do? Look at these pictures first? Anyway, these are the images of the new Vader, and it does look great. And Tim has done a video where he compares it with the other ones, which used to be great. But to be honest, this one blows it out the water. I saw a comment, some guy had said, oh, can't they be making new characters and back to Vader? But I tell you what, man, this does kick all kind of ass, and it beats any other Vader I've ever seen. And that takes a lot of doing. That last one they made, that was the Black Series number 4 and 24, I think it was, or 26, which is the one that did have a head that just came straight off, by the way, but that was a really good sculpt. This is better. However, though, I will tell you this. These pictures don't do it justice, I've noticed, because if you look at the review, those two guys who reviewed it, Tim and the Kiwi guy, it looks better in real life, to be honest. I mean, obviously this is under lights and it's been photographed or whatever, but there's a couple that look good, a couple of angles that look really good. I'm just going to zoom in and show you in. But yeah, I think they've done it now. You've got a definitive Vader with this. Really good. So it's like one of those situations where you can chuck all your others away now. But I just thought that the rim of the brow looked a bit too high, which I think makes Vader look like a clown or upset or something. I had a Vader that was faulty, you might remember, a while ago, and it almost looked like it was the Rogue One, and it was not a loose helmet, but it looked like it was loose, because in the packaging it was right back here like that. It's almost like, you know, when somebody does that with their eyebrows, they look like shocked or something, or he was crying. It looked weird. I've still got that Vader. I don't know if it'll be worth anything. It's just a freak of a helmet folly, but that's a good angle. Let's go back to that one. But anyway, it wasn't a loose helmet, and it was just a factory error. But no, actually, no, I'm changing my mind. Certain angles it looks good, but I thought some of them looked a bit weird. But anyway, it's just the lighting that they've done on it. And there you are. I think there's only 9 images that they've got there for you, but there you are. Anyway, now I'm going to talk about Kenobi, episode 5. I really enjoyed it. I loved it, in fact, but there was just something at the end, but I'll come to that later. It started out with Obi-Wan and, oh wow, Obi-Wan and Anakin dueling. I don't know if they've done any de-aging. You could tell there was a, you know, Obi-Wan or Ewan McGregor was wearing a mullet, and then, you know, but whatever. They looked a few years older than they would have been in that era. It was interesting looking at what Anakin's lightsaber was. I noticed he was using the Attack of the Clones #1 lightsaber, which is the one that got, you know, Obi-Wan's gonna kill me, which echoes heavily Darth Vader's lightsaber. That, as you know, got destroyed, and I need to watch this again this episode. What did he have? A mechanical arm, a glove? I don't know. So that's something you got to look out for. But then obviously his second lightsaber, the one he rebuilds, is the one that Luke inherits. It was just something I noticed. Anyway, I'm digressing. That was really good to see them dueling, and then there was a whole running theme of that throughout the whole episode, where they keep bouncing back and cutting back to this sparring session, and then there's a lesson to be learnt there, you know. And certain lines were great in the episode, like Obi-Wan said something. What does he say in A New Hope? He says, "You can't win, Darth, if you strike me down." But he also says something like, "You can't win. But there are alternatives to fighting." I can't remember if he said you can't win or something else, but he definitely says there are alternatives to fighting. But he says that in this. He says, you know, you don't have to fight or something like that to one of the guys in the thing when they're trying to get out of there. So that was really good. And then obviously you see at the end that, you know, he does his head in, doesn't he? You know, Obi-Wan definitely rattles old Vader there, because he's always a step ahead of him, you know. It's not always about your lust for victory, Anakin, you know, and all of that. So it's fantastic. That was really great. I loved it when they were cutting back to that. The shots of Vader were great. The shots of the stormtroopers were great. And I haven't digged deep enough to find any problems with anything else I saw, because there's people who really are ripping this a new one online over the past few weeks. Heel versus Babyface. I love his channel. I do like Az, but he is going to town with ripping it to shreds, man, and I don't understand why it is getting that much hate, because I don't think it's that bad. I've seen a lot worse. In terms of Star Wars, this is way better than anything I ever saw in the sequels, and even the Book of Boba Fett was very hit and miss, and all those mods and all of that were crap. But, so, yeah, great. What else can I tell you? God, I should have written some notes again. Oh, I can't really get the idea. What else was there? Jesus, I can't think now.
Bruh.
So anyway, I'll tell you about the very end, right? The very end, you saw Reva, and I thought she's been great. Ingram, she's been really good in this, but the thing about the ending was that, you know, I thought that they were going to do away with her, and I actually wanted them to get rid of her. Not because I don't like Reva or anything like that. I'm not in the hating Reva camp at all, but get rid of her, man. She served her purpose. That is what the Sith are about. You lost. Boom, you're out of there. And then, of course, the Grand Inquisitor came back. I loved that, and the way he spoke to her as well. That was awesome. Actually, I thought Vader was going to kill him as well for some reason, but anyway, he didn't. And then they left her. They walked away. They left her for dead. And I thought, come on, that's ridiculous. You know, if you're going to kill her, why are you keeping her alive? Anyway, so then I thought, you know, this is going to turn into the redemption arc we all feared. But the thing I didn't like was the fact that she found that message, and it was the bloody Bail Organa message saying about the kids on Tatooine. And the last thing I wanted, it's funny this, because earlier today I was thinking about how I got nervous earlier today. I thought, my God, I really hope in this thing they don't show any link to Obi-Wan and to Tatooine. In fact, they can't do that, because if they did, and Vader knew that's where Obi-Wan was, or he was hiding something, he would be there, wouldn't he? He'd send the bloody garrison there. But that hasn't happened, obviously. They've left Reva for dead. Now, either she's going to take this information she's found about kids, Tatooine, and go back cap in hand to Vader, or she's going to join the rebels. I don't want either to happen, because I think it's going to be just so predictable. Like, she joins the good side now. You know, she was such a good bad guy in a way. I thought she was really icy cold, and she did a good job in that department. You know, I thought she was great, and you know, it happens. That's the whole nature of the Sith. You fail, you're out. Not just the Sith, any bad guy of that capacity. You know, Daleks or whatever. You know, you fail, you're out of there. You know, all the Imperials, you get choked out. You know, Ozzel, Needa, Captain Needa. You know what I mean? But still, anyway, so it was what it was, and I enjoyed it. I am looking forward to seeing more, obviously. It was kind of like a cliffhanger that they've made, which endangers everything, really. When I say endangers, it's just like, it's putting certain things of the story I don't want revealed in there, you know? Like Luke, Tatooine, keep Luke out of this as far as I'm concerned. You know? Anyway, what were your thoughts? Let me know what you think about this figure as well. Pretty nice, and I'm looking forward to seeing more and finding out what other people's reactions are. I'm going to check out a few more reviews now and see what people think. Didn't seem to be any dodgy CGI, and if I've forgotten anything, I do beg your pardon, because I just wanted to skip to those main things, but I thought it was a really good episode. Really good. Awesome. Thank you for watching. I have been Only One Kenobi, Only One. Do subscribe if you are new, and tap the notification bell for more. Out.